Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is December 24th, 2019. It is Christmas Eve, of course, as we all know. And it is also Tuesday. So I hope everybody is doing well. And I went and had breakfast with my one son, Joshua, this morning. And that is my stepson, for anybody that's wondering. And I helped raise him from 5 to 16 when then his mom and I went our separate ways. And then at 16, he never spent another day with his mom again. He lived with his father full time. So that was interesting. But anyway, I digress. Had a nice breakfast with him. Haven't seen him in a while because he lives in New Jersey now. So it's harder to get together. But he's a good boy. He's doing very, very well, and I'm real proud of him. So anyway, all right. So let us talk about the greenhouse. There's been some questions and I wanted to address them, and we'll kind of go from there. We're going to talk about that a little bit today, okay? So before I get into talking about the greenhouse, I just, it's Christmas Eve, obviously, so a lot of people get together with family today. A lot of people will get together with family tomorrow. So if you're getting together with your family today or tomorrow or whatever day you're doing it, I hope everybody's doing well. Have a good time. Please be safe. Don't drink and drive, please, just because, it's not the smartest thing to do, and, it's not worth it. It just is not worth it, okay? So, anyway, all right, so let's talk about the greenhouse. So, different questions on the greenhouse people had, why it wasn't just one big piece, why was it in sections, and that was the instructions that we got with this for the greenhouse, okay? So, the way that we did this is we put the very cap on first, okay, and then after the cap we put on the second layer, okay, around. After we did that, we did the lower layer, all right, and I'm going to get closer here and I'm going to show you what we did. So once we got the second layer, or the bottom layer on, and then we didn't have, there's these A triangles here. There was 5 of them all the way around, and they were not, in at that point yet. Then we put that layer around, all the way around. So basically what we're doing is with each layer, as you can see, like with this layer here, that went underneath, and then this layer from here went over the top of that, okay? And it is the same thing up there. You can see that that layer was tucked under that layer. So when it rains or snows or whatever it's going to do, it's going to come off that layer onto the next one, and then down and down and then off. So it's not, there was a method to the reason that it was done this way, and so that's why it is, it was built this way. This was what was sent to me. This is what we did. So right now everything is stapled, as you can see the staples, okay? And so that's the way it is right now. Yesterday, now of course, now I'm going to show you. Here we are today. Today's only in the 30s, okay, but no wind today whatsoever. Of course, the day that we were putting up the plastic for the greenhouse, it was very, very windy yesterday, so that made it much more difficult working on the greenhouse, okay. Let's see, there was other questions that people had, well, hold on a second, we got Mr. Aby. What's up, baby boy? How are you? Okay, in you go. All right, so, here was one of the other questions. They said, where's the door? Okay, so I'll go inside here in a second, but right now, this section here, I have this one side is stapled, but the other is open so I can get in and out. The door itself is going to end up going right here, okay? It has to go between 2 C's and a D, because you're using that top of that frame of that D is your door, part of it, and then this is going to get cut out. So we're going to go inside here really quickly so you guys get to see how we do this part of it. So I just pull this back, and then we're going to step in here. And then I'll pull this like that so that's all sealed back up. All right, so there's still snow on the ground inside of here for right now. Like I said, today was only like 32 degrees, so not the warmest day, so not a lot of melting inside here today, obviously. But anyway, so as you can see, it's pretty solid as far as that goes. This is the way that it was set up. I don't know the thickness. Some people ask what was the thickness of the plastic. I'm not 100% sure, but you can see it's coming through okay. I will be putting a second layer on the inside as well, all the way around on the inside of here. So then it'll have, just going to show you. So like here, we'll put that on the outside, and you're going to have that layer that will heat up and act as another form of insulation as well on the inside of the greenhouse, okay? So what we're probably going to end up doing okay, so here's the door. Let me go over here and I'll just show you guys this really quickly. So here's the door for the greenhouse. So obviously that's going to get stood up, and that's going to go right here. So that's where that is going to end up going, all right? And we will get that framed in at some point here and do all that. That might wait until spring. I'm not 100% sure. We're going to have to see how that all pans out and how that goes. But, so anyway, so that's where we're at this point right now. But it's pretty solid as far as, I'm not concerned about leakage, like I said, because those other layers are tucked. You can see it kind of better this way here. You had the outer layer and then this layer here. You can see that up on the inside, okay? So that's, there's not going to be leakage from that. So like I said, we'll see how it holds up, and if it doesn't, then I will go with a different kind of covering. But for right now, we're going to just see where it's at. This is what I got with the package, and so that's what we're going with. But you can see this is pretty high. There's the ladder, that is, what, 8-foot ladder, 10 foot. I think it's a 10-foot ladder. So it's a good height. I could stand on top of that ladder and reach the top. But it was it's definitely very, very high in the center. So what we're going to probably do, the fish tank and everything there will probably go on that north wall, and we'll figure everything out from there. The growing towers will probably be on that side as well. But like I said, we're going to have to figure everything out when we get to that point. But I'm happy to have the plastic on here now and have that out of the way, which is great. And like I said, very, very busy day yesterday, and it was a long day, And I had somebody say to me, well, 9 to 4 is not really a long day. Well, okay, whatever you say. You're probably not in your 50s, and you're not going up and down on ladders, I'm not used to going up and down on ladders all day long. I mean, I'm not 25 years old anymore, so it's not something that we do on a regular basis. And both John and Patty are both in their 60s, so whatever. People. Here's the thing. People are going to have their judgments, and that's fine, and that's great. We're going to see how this goes. And, this is an absolute experiment, and it's going to be fun. And like I said, I still have a lot of work to do, but getting this enclosed, that was really, really important before the weather got any worse. And we'll just see how it all pans out. And, I can, work on things inside here, which is exactly what I plan on doing. Getting things set up, and hopefully by February, when the weather and the days start getting longer, we can start doing seedlings and all kinds of other stuff in here, and we'll see. I mean, I can't tell you for sure how it's going to go, because I don't know, So, but all I know is we're going to continue to work on things, and we'll see how it goes, and we're going to learn together. And that's the best part. So, you guys are going to get to watch and see where I'm doing well, where I'm screwing up, and all that type of stuff. So it's just, it's going to be a work in progress. And, like I said, I've never done this before. So this is all very brand new to me as well. But I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be interesting. And, we're just going to kind of go with the flow, and that's it. But so that's where we're at. So I hope that explains things a little bit more, some of the questions that you guys had. If I can look back and I'll see if there's any other questions, because I haven't even been online today, but I will definitely look back and look for other questions as well and try to answer them for you guys in a video. But so people are like, oh, you're going to have problems with leaks and it's not going to hold because of the staples and everything. You know what? We're going to find out. You know what I mean? They could be right. They could be wrong. I don't know. But we will find out. And so that's where we're at. And, you know, hopefully the cats are not going to climb up on the plastic. I don't think they will be able to now that it's up. We'll go back out here. So let's take a look here real quick. There's nothing for them to grab onto as far as to get traction to get up onto that. So, you know, it's not like they're just gonna, with that ledge, they're not just gonna jump onto here because there's, you know what I mean? I will, like I said, we'll see what happens. Hopefully they don't, but you know, that's where we're at. That's what we got. You know, somebody had made this suggestion, you know, when the tape comes, make sure you don't put the tape on unless it's above 50 degrees, which I did know that. So thank you for that information anyway, because that is good advice, because it won't stay if it's below 50 degrees when you do it. So, you know, somebody was asking, well, how are you going to get all on the top to work that part when the tape comes? Well, what we're going to end up doing is, you know, we have that ladder, and we can lean that ladder up onto that so we can get up to that higher points. So that's just what we're going to do. And, you know, like I said, it is definitely going to be a learning experience, a work in progress, but we're going to get there, and I'm not that concerned. You know, but this is a good step they have finished. I'm glad it's done. Again, I'm going to say thank you to Patty and John for coming and helping with this. Because like I said, I would be nowhere near as done as we are if I didn't have their help. So it's been huge, and I appreciate that. So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off here from now. Hopefully this answers some of the questions that you guys had, and we will go from there. But I got to get these A-holes, okay, where, you know, that part, that's where the vents are going to go. There's going to be 4 vents. Okay, so I will put them strategically around the greenhouse, and they will be there. And then up higher was where the solar lights are gonna go, or solar fans. I'm sorry, solar fans. So, like I said, a lot of work to do yet, but this was a great step in the right direction, and we will just see how everything goes. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. That's important to remember. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. You never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important to tell the people that you care about every single day how you feel. Also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that can stop you from getting there is you. That's it. Nobody else can stop you. So stay positive, stay away from that negativity, and you will be fine. And that's important as well. So, and remember, guys, like I said, it's Christmas Eve. So obviously I will do a video at some point tomorrow. But I want to wish everybody a very, very Merry Christmas. And I hope your Christmas Eve is great too if you're getting together with family today or if you're waiting till tomorrow. Whatever way you're doing it, I hope you have a great day. All right, you can see all the chickens out in the yard wandering around. Oh, so we ended up, I wanted to really say this real quick, 7 eggs yesterday is what we ended up pulling in yesterday. And I have not checked it all today because literally I just got back a little while ago. So, all right, I hope everybody's doing well. I will talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.